Cloudy World, and today we're going to be talking about Chrisean Rock and how she was recently arrested after going to the Blueface court hearing. So a lot of people are kind of a little iffy about Chrisean Rock, and I don't really understand why, and we're going to talk about it. So as we already know, Chrisean Rock was just recently arrested, and when she was arrested, Blueface's father didn't want to babysit her kid. He didn't even want to interact with the child. Very disgusting behavior, very evil behavior, and it's just so much of a thing with the situation that I want to really take it and kind of break it down a little bit beforehand. So people kind of expected this type of spiraling out from Blueface and Chrisean, but on a personal level, I did not expect it to get this bad. I believe that the biggest catalyst of this whole Blueface and Chrisean Rock thing was right around when she got the face tat. So let's break down that face tattoo. This was after Chrisean Rock was cheated on by the other girl. Right after they make that hit song, I'm a bad look and I'm shaped like a Barbie, hips, dips, face, waist, like, you gotta give context. So her getting that tattoo after that she had just been openly in the public done dirty, after she had been publicly dissed by millions of people to see, all he had to do was, I guess, give her a crib or help her be in a certain situation, and she forgave that man with open arms. And I'm not gonna try to judge or speak on that, because people have different relationships, especially toxic ones, and whether it was toxic to the point of something serious, we don't know if it was that deep, but we do know that it was toxic enough to the point where they just couldn't be cohabitating and being in the same place without fighting happening or serious stuff happening. Even on her baddie show, Blueface was whopping anybody who would speak on Blueface crazy. It was a pretty just overall confusing situation. I love y'all. So as the situation is going on, everyone online is kind of happy about this or this, that, the other, and I'm really not. And I keep trying to see it from their perspective of, oh, she's a person in the media doing this and that, she's not a good positive representation for her child. I get that, I hear that, but you can't tell me anything that's gonna make me feel like that child would be in a safer situation with the rest of Blueface's family. Because I don't think y'all understand, like, the CPS stuff, they don't just take them, they usually almost every time will look for the closest relative, or will give it to the closest relative until they figure out the next steps, if they're financially at least situated to where they're not dummy in bad straits. So I don't think this was better, especially when I saw that video that I'm going to attach in this video of Blueface's father literally almost looking disgusted at his literal young newborn, bro. I couldn't believe that. Maybe I was raised a different way, but even if things are unhappy accidents or whatever it happens to, you have to still be appreciative for the life itself. Do you know how many people would be blessed to even welcome a child into this world? Do you know how evil you have to be to have that type of anger or look of disgust to a child, to look at a literal symbol of literally of purity and look with such evil and hate? Again, I'm not gonna put into people's families or what they doing. I'm not gonna throw false accusations. I'm just saying, that type of stuff, if people are that open and have no regards in public, that shows their character and scariness of what they can be in private. And I just don't see that being a good situation for that child. But to go back on to Chrisean Rock, was whooping these girls on baddies day by day, going crazy, really putting her hands in. And I was seeing her make this image for herself where I wasn't really happy about it, but I didn't want to see her almost be stuck to Blueface. And I say that because there we go. And I say that because I don't think Blueface ever looked out for Chrisean Rock the way Chrisean looked out for Blueface. And I want that to be the main point we all look at right now. And I want to say that slow so y'all really understand that point. Chrisean Rock looked out for Blueface much, much, much more than he ever looked out for her. Chrisean Rock was already an extremely talented double-weight athlete. So was Blueface with football, but Blueface wasn't consistent and had family issues to where he wasn't consistently giving his time to his talents, while Chrisean Rock was openly looking at offers. Chrisean Rock had a lot going for herself, was very beautiful, had next to no tattoos. Tattoos ain't no bad, by the way, but I'm just saying that from 4 years ago to now, it's such a change that people need to really look and understand that some people don't fill your cup. Blueface is a multi-millionaire. He's a platinum record selling artist. He has sold a lot of music. He has done a lot of things. Regardless of whether you like him or dislike him, you have to respect anyone's hard work and what their craft is. I respect that craft as much as I respect a real estate agent who made it big. Being a rapper and being successful is the same odds as being a real estate multi-millionaire mogul. It's really pretty hard, bro. No matter how easy y'all may think it is, it's actually very hard, bro. Rapping has never been about skill. It's been about marketing and expression. Marketing and expression. Marketing and expression. Since the beginning. Look at DJ Kool Herc, the parties they created. Look at the flyers, the way they created the parties, the way they created the community. It's always been about expression and bringing more people in to appreciate the expression. There was nothing deeper than that. And it hasn't changed even to this day. There's more nuances with record labels and social media and digital currency and streaming over physical albums, but the concept of what the music and what it takes to be successful is still the same. That simple. You don't gotta be likable, you don't gotta be attractive, you don't have to be anything conventional if you have enough of what you have to make it work. And I respect Blueface for what he's done with that. What I don't respect Blueface for is being a pretty terrible partner, for not being a good father in that kid's life, for openly literally dissing that youngin as much as he can. There was like a 5 to 6 month period where he would not stop dissing them, and he wasn't even dissing Chrisean. And I think that's why I kind of want to speak on it now, because as we've let time go by, where are they at now? Blueface in that pen dealing with serious stuff. He couldn't stay out of trouble. They kept giving this man so many Hail Marys. People want to talk about Kodak Black and how he has these and these amazing lawyers that get him out of serious time and time again. And I respect that, and I want to do a video breaking down that as well, because there's some truth to that. But this man Blueface opened fire, bro. Graze somebody. It don't matter if, I don't think people understand, bro. The law don't look at it as grazing, bro. You wounded a civilian unlawfully with a lethal weapon. Like, we have to look at what people are looking at as the cases being brought to him. They don't look at, even if it's, you know, deeper than that, they look at him like Blueface as a case-by-case scenario. The average dude don't get good time with this. So you shouldn't even be focusing on doing all this foolishness, Chrisean. Y'all gotta make sure the home base looks smooth, because if this man's going, there's nothing for y'all. There would have been something if you took that time on Baddies and made your positive impact and really been the person everyone knew you could. Chrisean Rock is extremely talented, very creative, really expressive, and has some really cool ideas that she implemented with her friends, whether it was on Baddies, bringing her homegirls on there, helping her friends eat, whether it was actually her kind of changing what Baddies became to where you might not like it as much on a personal or a more moral level, but she's making them dummy money. She's made the company so much. She's changed the entire idea of what modern TV is for that type of reality genre. It's more aggressive, it's more interactive, it's more human, whether you like it or not. So I'm not saying, oh, she's just this amazing person or he's just this terrible person, but I'm saying that y'all had a formula that could have worked perfectly. Y'all had a formula that could have worked perfectly, even if y'all wasn't locked in together. You a girl from the struggle, got the girls with you, he a dude rapping, he already rapping on that type of timing. Y'all could have toxic futured that to generational wealth for real. But egos and that man Blueface not being able to keep it in his pants made it go crazy. And the craziest thing about it, bro, ain't even that about that. It's just that man would do it so brazenly. Chrisean Rock wasn't even stressing it. It was that bro would be doing this stuff brazenly, acting like he don't care about her. And again, bro, I be telling folks, even if y'all feel that way, to speak on it and to say it to somebody, bro, it really speaks on who you are as a person and your character. And folks don't forget that type of stuff. They don't forget that type of stuff at all. And when I see this stuff with Chrisean Rock and Blueface, it just makes me sad, because the only person I think about is that innocent little one that's being affected by so much ego, so much turmoil, and so much of a lack of